Now that is a little bit interesting. To me, that looks like kind of the old legacy racks, and I've seen this true rack variation before. It's sort of the old legacies, but there's a few more points up top here, and I actually quite like these. I don't know if I have one. Like, I know I've seen them, but I'm not sure if I've actually gotten a diamond of it. So the thing is, almost any species feeding, like, they don't lift their heads a lot. Like, there's not a lot of opportunity for heart shots, and they kind of move around a little more. Brain shots are a little more risky as well, so I think I'm going to go ahead and hop in this brush here and maybe just call him to get him to stop feeding for a minute. And we'll actually go ahead and call as we hop in here, because usually it takes a couple of calls. The higher level animals just, I think it's more difficult to attract them, or whatever the reason is, because you can hear one's coming in already. But with enough of those, he is interested. Wow, from that angle he looks way bigger. And he's symmetrical, which is really nice. But I'm definitely not willing to take that. There's too much risk of just single lunging him at that. So hopefully he's gonna either give me a heart shot or eventually go like a little better broadside. That would be doable. It's not necessary. That's kind of cool. You don't see high-level animals doing that very often. But if we just wait this out, we'll get a better, more, I guess, consistent opportunity for like a shot we can be a little more confident about. Alright, he's kind of walking around a little bit. Maybe he'll give us that broadside shot? I'm hoping. That's pretty good. I think we'll take that. Try to tuck it right up high, because I'll show you on the harvest screen. If you've never heard me talk about it, keeping the shots high on those that are a little bit risky for, like, maybe you could get single lung is actually super important. But we got to go all the way around just to go claim this, so a little bit of anticipation to see what that guy is. We'll get a little bit of an idea. He's 591, which is, I'd say, a good chance he makes diamond. It's far from a guarantee. I think I've seen as high as 594 actually be too small, but he is down somewhere right over here. And actually, I really hope this dude makes it, because I need one more diamond moose for my Leighton wall. I've got, I think, 4 spots where I have moose, and 3 of them are diamonds, so if we could get this guy added, they'd all have different antlers, which would be really cool. But cross our fingers. He is a diamond. 957. Cool. So here's what I was talking about. If you notice, let's do it at this angle. The lungs actually get closer together the higher up you go. So if I kept that shot really low, aim, say, maybe somewhere down in here, pretty good chance that stops short of the lung. So that's what I'm talking about when I say keep that shot high. But you just got to make sure not to be too high and end up in the spine, because that wouldn't work. But yeah, I think that's another completely unique rack shape for my wall with the moose. That's really, really cool. I can't believe the luck to actually find 4 different ones, and I've not had any repeats. Like, that's quite lucky. I cannot believe what I am looking at. That's a level 7 albino coyote. We killed a diamond rabbit. Oh, jeez. Why? I don't know why he's alert, but... Or is he alert? I'm not sure. He's up and moving. But anyway, we killed a diamond rabbit, and I need a coyote for the multi-mount with it. Or maybe I need 2, but either way, you do need a male for that multi-mount, and I just can't believe the luck that we actually run into a rare and it is in fact a male. So I want to get the gold out of him, because he will make gold at level 7. But I also just want to make sure I get him, because multiplayer can be a interesting place sometimes. Yes, alright. That is so cool. I saw the white in the distance. I didn't even know what I was looking at. And it's a really, really nice albino. I've had all 3 rare coyotes. I've had, I think, a melanistic female, a really small albino male, and an almost gold piebald male. This will be the best one The only ones since trophy lodges have came out, or actually I think the melanistic's in the lodge, but it's in the old lodge and it's a female, so it wouldn't work with the multi-mounts. And yeah, I mean, I'm super stoked just to run into that and for it to work out pretty much exactly as I need it for the lodge. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. 848. I wonder if I had his track. I had a 23 kilo coyote track earlier. How gorgeous is that guy, though? God, that's so cool. I'm so happy with that. We had the diamond moose earlier. I assume I'm going to put those two in the same video. I don't know yet. But this, he might not be diamond, but he is way cooler in my opinion. So yeah, that happened last night, and it was pretty interesting. I thought, you know, after we ran into that albino, that the best thing to do for the rest of this video would be to just hunt coyotes and try to add to that multi-mount. Because I did look, I do need 2 males for the one that I want to do. And then I hit this 23 kilo track. I'm sure I spooked it. That's going to be it right there. And I do have the night vision scope on. It's just a problem of, like, my heart rate's going to be kind of high. Alright, nice. So probably I'll save that, just because if we don't get a better one, at least we can throw that in the multi-mount and we can start at that. But now that we have an albino, I especially want to have some focus on hunting coyotes in the near future and either get a rare or a diamond, you know, something to add with that. But 843, I don't remember what the albino scored anymore because that was yesterday, but I think it's roughly the same score as this. But yeah, we'll save that and get on with a little more coyote night hunting. That's a bit of a disappointment. I think there's just the one coyote over there. But we'll take what we can get, I guess. Not gonna help us. Man, you know what? Let's change scopes. I think it's gonna be easier to actually see if we use this one. Well, that certainly worked. But hopefully before I do this next time, I can do like a little more checking around and try to find out where coyote drink zones are. And I feel like I've actually said this before, but it'd be nice to just have a better idea of where all to go. Because I just have a few areas where I know they do drink. Like we had the one, I think that was technically Balmont Railroad area. I'll show you where at. And then here on Balmont Lake too. The first one was way down here. Yeah, right on the border of that in Runaki. But yeah, I just need to learn a few more areas because I feel like there's a ton of coyotes that I'm probably just never seeing. Man, looks like another just solo female, because like this is what happens. Generally when you just find coyotes, say when you're not hunting them, most of the time there's packs. But it just seems like for whatever reason, when I do go hunt the drink zones, so often it's just solo coyotes and generally they're not that interesting. So I don't know. But at this point, I am actually a little bit curious. So there's that lake up here where this zone is. It's like not shown on the map. And then this one as well. I know like I've seen coyotes in the area. So maybe they drink up here. Alright, that's not a coyote. 93.5. Diamond weight on whitetail has changed. I wouldn't be too surprised if that's like right there. I kind of want to go find that. If there's no coyote to this zone, that's a blacktail, so that shouldn't have anything to do with our buck. But like, I haven't seen any at this lake. So, honestly, I think we're going to go look for that deer real quick. Ooh, that's going to be him right there, isn't it? Hello. Can you take like another step, please? See, he might not even be a 3. Hi. But I've seen a couple of level 2 diamonds, and I don't know if that's, like, legit or what's going on. And that is just a gold. 937's not a bad buck, though. 6.7 meters. They usually won't get that close. That was interesting. Alright. Anyway, I did have a coyote track back there, but it was from a female again, so I think we're just going to go somewhere else. I don't really know where to go. I do know coyotes live up here. Maybe I'll give that a shot. Yeah, there we go. So, looks like there was just one at this lake. But it's a male, which is an improvement. And I bet he's not very far, so if we just kind of run after him a little bit, I'm sure we'll see him. Yeah, there he is. So, if he will cooperate with where he wants to run through and not be behind stuff. Oof. I'm going to be honest, I actually didn't think I hit him and then I was going to have to run him down a little more. Ah. Just missed the brain. I wasn't actually trying to hit that high, but almost worked anyway. Hello. Maybe this is where I should have been the whole time. I think I'm just going to use the same strategy. Like, rather than trying to stalk up to them or call them in, because they're so small and difficult to see in, like, the brush or the grass anyway. If I can just kind of either get a track or spot them fleeing just to know what was here, I think I'll be good. Which way? Oh, there she is. So again, I think it's by itself, which is unfortunate, but we'll take them as we go. I just want to check this other lake here and this one. So yeah, that's obviously nothing special. Man, they're everywhere now. There's that one, and again, I think it's a solo. It's so weird. I mean, they travel in packs. You would think we'd run into more packs than we have. That's a little bit disappointing, the amount that are just solos, but we're finding coyotes, that's the good thing. And unfortunately, looks like there's none at this last little lake here, but that actually wasn't bad. We found 3 up here. But I do think it's about time we head to the lodge and set up our multi-mount. So we actually need to take our diamond rabbit down, and then we're doing this one. So we have diamond rabbit, we have albino coyote, and normal coyote, which eventually is going to be replaced, hopefully. And this was just thrown here at the end of the last stream, but that is way too cool. I remember some pretty crazy poses for this. I think that's the one I want. God, that's amazing. Yeah, if we can get another rare or even a diamond coyote in this, that's going to be really, really neat. And then I think I was slightly wrong about my moose thing, because one of them is a legacy, but the newest one is this one. And I mentioned, like, when we shot him, it's essentially the legacy with a few more points up top, and you can see that there's like no points at the top here of the paddle where this variation has a couple. So I like that. That's good. But I do want to actually take the legacy down, I think. I'm not 100% sure. It is nice to have the different variants. But then the other thing is, I've got a moose back there. He's like a 930, so that's another one that I do want to replace. And because I've separated my lodges, this entire room, I think it's this one, is actually meant to be latent stuff. So, like, I've got a bunch of stuff in the hallway on the way here, but up here is a bunch of, like, smaller moose, elk, whitetail. A lot of these are legacy racks, and I think maybe the best thing to do would be, like, split them up, have some legacies and some true racks together. I don't know. Gives a little more variance, a little bit of difference with stuff you're looking at. But anyway, for now, that is going to do it for this video. That was actually all set up by a random hunt last night and turned out pretty dang cool. That albino coyote, I'm super, super happy with that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.